Welcome, and you tuned in to another edition of Harmon Speaks, and I got to dive right in. The NFL, you're being watched, and you need to watch yourself being watched. Colin Kaepernick is stirring up a lot of problems and a lot of trouble in the NFL world today. The Baltimore Ravens organization has an opportunity to bring Colin Kaepernick in. GM Ozzie Newsome wants to bring him in, but the owner uh, of the Baltimore Ravens, he's having second thoughts. He's having hesitant thoughts. You have future Hall of Famer, Mr. Baltimore Raven himself, Fox Sports One analyst Ray Lewis, being a part of these conversations, and he literally has spoken unofficially on behalf of the Baltimore Ravens organization, saying that he don't feel that Colin Kaepernick is going to help their football team. Therefore, there is the reason why they're not going to select him and bring him into camp and help him possibly rejuvenate his career, have an opportunity to earn a football position. And I've heard people say, Nick Rice say, Colin Kaepernick, he needs to tell the NFL that he'll play for free. No, sir, you do not. You do not need to tell the NFL that you will play for free. What you need to tell the NFL is something that I do agree with Ray Lewis about is I just want to play football again. But to Colin Kaepernick's defense, placing him in the city of Baltimore, we'll find out how true the Black Power movement is with him because there's some situations in Baltimore that need to be addressed. And he should be in the front lines addressing them if he's truly about that life. But here's the thing: is there something that the Baltimore Ravens want to deal with? I am one to believe this is a similar situation to Peyton Manning and Tim Tebow years ago. Tim Tebow was known in the media and throughout the NFL sports world, and it had nothing to do with him being a football player. He was deemed to be one of the most religious players in the league, even though we all know everybody is has some form of religion in the NFL, and they choose to display that in their own particular way. But Tim Tebow got opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to play in the game of football. All we is asking for is Colin Kaepernick get one. Now, the Baltimore Ravens, Joe Flacco just went out with an injury, but he should be back by the third preseason game, which will be the last preseason game, which is the dress rehearsal game. He'll play in that game, and he'll rest up one more week, and he'll come on back in. Now, the controversy is that Ryan Mallett is throwing interceptions left and right in practice. And with that being said, if that's your backup quarterback, then Colin Kaepernick should be asked and brought in because we know he is better than Ryan Mallett. That is a fact. But here's the thing: they don't feel that they're going to need that position filled because they feel that their starting quarterback Joe Flacco is going to be back. But see, my issue is not with the Baltimore Ravens. My issue is with the teams that do not have a quarterback or have a quarterback that's on the fence. Chicago Bears, they need a quarterback. Um, Believe it or not, Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, y'all keep believing in Carson Palmer if you want to. They need a quarterback. I like the quarterback situation in Buffalo. I like Ryan Tannehill in Miami. But what about the New York Jets? Who is their quarterback? We don't know. Yeah, they got like two or three draft picks from the previous years. They got a Geno Smith, and they got a couple other kids that they got to try out and see what time it is with those kids. So I kind of understand the position of their organization. But let's be clear: every quarterback on their roster is not comparable to Colin Kaepernick in experience and ability. Colin Kaepernick still can't play this game. I believe he can play this game at a high level, but it's all about which is the right fit for him. He needs to go out there and let people know that, hey, all I want to do is play football again, or hey, all I want to do is fight for the equality of black people and people of color in America. Make your decision, make your stance, so then people can stop acting like you're just being railroaded. No, sir. Colin Kaepernick, you got to do some work on your end. Everybody has ridiculed Michael Vick. Michael Vick can't even get into the Virginia Tech Hall of Fame because he cut his hair, he rechanged his image, and people are still denying him to get in the Virginia Tech Hall of Fame. And we all know, think about Virginia Tech football. If it's not him, his brother, or Tyrod Taylor, we're good on that. We know that Michael Vick is one of the best football players to ever play the game. Um, Skill wise, talent wise, he just didn't put it all together. But you all know when you saw him, that's something that if you missed it, you missed something golden. But Michael Vick, Gave Colin Kaepernick some advice about cutting his hair, and Michael Vick is clean shaven, clean cut, and he still can't even get into the Hall of Fame. So we all know that there's a bigger issue going on than just your appearance, even though we know that helps. Um, and I think what Colin Kaepernick needs to do is get back focused, working on the game of football, working out, everything he needs to do needs to be promote Colin Kaepernick, the football player, and not Colin Kaepernick, the activist, if he wants to get back in the game of football. We all know that this is one of the, if not the most beloved sport in the history of all sports. Baseball is America's pastime, but we all know on Sunday at 1 o'clock, everything stops. And when your team is on, you're tuning in. And Colin Kaepernick, I believe you are a good quarterback. I believe you can play the position. I mean, you know, my main man, Courtney Denzel Chappelle, he believes you are a trash can. Take my trash out on Thursday. He said you should go in there with him. But for me, and what I believe in your ability, I think you can play the game. But it's all about getting in the right fit, getting in the locker room, not disrupting the locker room, being a leader in the locker room, supporting the backup quarterback. I mean, so playing your role as the backup quarterback, and things should look up for you. Hey man, training camp just started. Somebody's gonna get injured, another injury is gonna happen. Jacksonville Jaguars, Tom Coughlin, you're on the clock. Blake Borders is not gonna get it done. You just lost a Pro Bowl tackle because he said, I'm not sticking around for these interceptions. And with that being said, this marks another edition of Harmon Speaks.